Hello everyone. Well, isn't it amazing how quickly Tuesday comes around? It is the same every week. It's time for our Tuesday tutorial. And this week we've chosen a terrific song called Laughter in the Rain. The music was written by Neil Sedaka, the lyrics were by Phil Cody, and it was released as a single in 1974 very successfully. Neil Sedaka, of course, had a much earlier career and a profitable songwriting partnership with Howard Greenfield as his lyricist when they were working together in the Brill Building in New York in the 1960s. But they came up with bubblegum pop like Calendar Girl and Happy Birthday Sweet 16 and that sort of stuff. But by 1974, when this song was released, Neil Sedaka had matured as a performer and a songwriter, and this song certainly reflects that. Well, Sedaka recorded it in the key of F, which is okay for him because he's got quite a high singing voice. I haven't, so I've changed it. I've lowered it by an octave and raised it by a minor third, so we're doing it in the key of A major. But the great thing about this song is that instantly recognisable opening riff. As soon as you hear that, you know what the song is. And in the key of F, it goes something like this. Missed it. Do that again. Like that. That's that lovely little... Okay, well, we're not doing it in that key. Sorry. But we're going to do it in A major. Now, you can reproduce that in the key of A major. Suppose I better show you, really, hadn't I? So, let's do it. Now, first thing you need to know is that you don't play your A major down there. You play your A major up here, but you don't sound the fourth string. It's a G major shape, raised 2 frets, but only sound the first 3 strings. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to employ our little finger to hammer on a note. And the note we're hammering on is the 6th fret of the C string. We've got the 4th fret with our index finger there, but we need to hammer on with your little finger onto the 6th fret of that C string. And what we're doing is bum. So we're starting by picking the E string, which is fretted at 5 with your ring finger, which gives us the starting note A, and then we pick, using your thumb, the C string fretted at 4 with your index finger, and then hammer your little finger down onto the 6th fret of the C string. So we get... Now, although I lifted my little finger off there, you need to keep it down, because I just lifted it off so that you could see maybe what I'm doing. C, bum. But we need to leave the little finger down because the next phrase is going to need it. So we've got to be ready to take that little finger from the C string to the A string at the 7th fret. If we put all that together, we get... Okay, I'll do that again. So we're playing ba bum, ba ba bum 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 bum. Okay, and then we're going from there to a D major 7th, which is 2-2-2-4, and then to an E7, the first position E7 1-2-0-2. And if you put all those together, what we get is something like this. Now Pam will be playing the plain chords under that. She'll be playing.
I'll be playing the A in the normal position.
She'll be playing A as 2100, and she'll be playing the D major 7th. There are two ways of doing it. That's the 2224 is the favoured position, but you can get away with playing 2120 as a D major 7th. Up to you. But from whichever one you do, you're going to the first position, E7. Okay, shall we try and put those together, Pam? 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. And then we're into the first verse. Okay, it's a bit fiddly and it will require a bit of work unless you're very, very familiar with playing that sort of style, which I'm not, as you can see. But anyway, we do the best we can. So we get into the verse. Verse is quite straightforward, actually. It's A. So we're strolling along. Now, if you want to, rather than play a plain A chord, which is like that, you can put your ring finger down on the 2nd fret of the E string, which kind of gives you a bit of the melody. So we're strolling along country roads, or roads with my baby, and then we're going. What's happening is that it's stroll. We've got a kind of a little counter melody going on, like that. So we're going. So it's a. Which is A, D major 7th, and then B minor 7th, or A6. Depends what you want the bass to do. I'd prefer him to do a B rather than an A. So I'll call it B minor 7th rather than A6. D6 rather, sorry. Confusing myself. Right, here we go then. So it goes. A, D major 7th, B minor 7th, E 7th, and back to A again. And the second line of the chorus repeats that chord progression exactly until you get to the end of it. Then we're looking for a passing chord to lead us into F sharp minor for the 3rd line of the verse. And the passing chord that we use is A major 7th. Again, you've got two ways of doing that. If you've got a high G, Pam, you can demonstrate the A major 7th is 1100. I've got the low G, so that major 7th on the G string kind of gets lost. So we can play it as like that, or. But again, if you play it as X 444, the A major 7th like that, you don't sound the G string. If you want to sound the G string, you've got to do it like that. Or bar the 2nd fret and bar the 4th fret with your little finger. If you can manage 3-string bar with your little finger, you're doing quite well, actually. You need quite strong fingers to be able to do that. I'll just demonstrate that again. A 4-string bar on the 2nd fret and a 3-string bar of the first 3 strings with your little finger on frets on the 4th fret. Strong fingers is what you need. Okay, so we're going from that major 7th, an A major 7th, we're going to F sharp minor. First position, F sharp minor, is 2, 1, 2, 0. And if you want to do it in any other place, then you're going to need to bar. So the other way, or unless you choose to do the F sharp minor 7th as an, F sharp minor as an E minor shape, completed, so that's 4, 4, 3, 2. Raise that to 6, 5, 6, 6, 5, 3, 6, 6, 5, 4. And that's an F sharp minor. So there are various different voices there that you can choose. But if you put that all together, can we do the whole of the first verse?
Without the intro?
Without the intro, yep. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. Strolling along country roads with my baby. It starts to rain, it begins to pour. Without an umbrella, we're soaked to the skin. I feel a shiver run up my spine. I feel the warmth of the hand in mine. Right, the last line of the verse is an F sharp minor, and then we're going to a B 7th. And if we play the B 7th 4, 3, 2, 0, we get the melody note on the A string because it's an A. So we get, I feel the warmth of the hand in mine. Okay, right, that's the end of the first verse. The second verse is exactly the same when we get to it, but that means it's time for a slug of tea.
It's always time for a slug of tea.
Because the chorus goes into a completely different key. It actually goes into the key of C major. And so we're going from an E 7th to a D minor 7th with that C note of the melody ringing out over the top on the A string. So we go, ooh, I feel laughter in the rain. So we're going, following that, walking hand in hand with the one I love. So what we've got actually is a rundown in the accompaniment of the C, A, and the G on the C. So that's that little, there's a rundown in the accompaniment on the first half of the first bit of the chorus. Let's do that again. 2, 3, 4. Going to take a little time out to correct the tuning.
Yeah, well, I still think it's me.
No, they'll know it's me. It's the C that seems to be intent on going sharp.
Central heating.
It is central heating and very dry air. It definitely affects the tuning of these soft nylon or fluorocarbon strings. That's better. Yeah. Now, when we get to the end of that, the first bit of the chorus, that ooh, laughter in the rain, walking hand in hand with the one I love. Now, we've got a C chord there, and if you listen to what the piano is doing in the accompaniment, it's doing this, which you can do easily. If you've got a low G, it's just a low G open, then A, then open C, D, open E, and G. Which happens on that C chord at the end of the first line of the chorus. So if you can play the chords on it,
yeah.
I'll try to show you how it works, sort of in context. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Walking notice how it times? I'll do it again just so that again you can see how the timing works out. One, I won't sing this time. I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4. And like that. Okay. The second line of the chorus. Ooh, how I love the rainy days and the happy way I feel inside. We've got the same sort of progression, a D minor to an E minor to a D. So we're doing that same rundown, the C, B, A. But when we get to the end of the chorus, it goes to an E7th with a suspended 4th. Don't be frightened, it's just a code. It's very easy to achieve on your fretboard. We're going from a D minor. Now all you need to do to get to E7th with a suspended 4th, just think about it, how it works. The E7th is there. Normal E7 position is 1, 2, 0, 2. Now if you suspend the 4th, it means you're substituting the 4th note in the major scale for the 3rd note in the major scale. Now in E, the 3rd note of the major scale is G sharp, which you'll find on your G string at fret 1. But if you suspend the 4th over that, it means that you're playing the A note instead of the G sharp note. You're raising that note by half a tone, a semitone. So you put your index finger up there onto the 2nd fret of the G string, and there is your suspended 4th. So
2202.
Yep, as Pam says, say again.
2202.
2202. That wasn't that. You're as bad as me.
Oh.
Okay.
Right, carry on.
Right. So we're going to that from a D minor. So a plain D minor chord, 2210. So what you need to do is to lift your index finger, place your little finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and your index finger, which you've taken off, you move it over to the 1st string in preparation, because your middle finger is still on the 2nd fret where it was for the D minor. So we've got, and then you just lift your middle finger off to get back to the standard E7. I'll show you that again. So we're going from a D minor. What you need to do is to lift your index finger off the 2nd fret and 2nd string, off the E string, moving over to the 1st fret of the G string, at the same time putting your little finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then it goes to a plain E7th, so you just lift your middle finger away. So let's see how that works, putting it all together. So the second line of the chorus is
and it's 2 beats on each of those, the E7 sus4.
Yeah. Now, the way I'm doing it, of course, is I have a low G. See how it sounds with the high G? If you can do that, just that sequence. So it's a nice effect, and it's so simple.
Can I also say that between the 2 lines of the chorus, when you get to the C at the end of the 1st line, if you play that C with your little finger, you're ready to go to the D minor 7th, because that finger's already in place.
Yes, quite true.
True.
And it's just, again, one of those little tips that comes in handy. If you know you're going to a D minor 7th and you've got to play a C before it, there you go. It's there. Oh yes, go for the quiet life.
Yeah.
Right, now that is pretty much all there is to it, because the second verse follows exactly the same pattern as the first, and the second chorus is exactly the same as the first chorus. Now after you've done the second chorus, if you feel like doing an instrumental break, go ahead. Again, if you've got an alto sax about your person, you might want to do a bit of riffing on the instrumental break. The instrumental break chord accompaniment is simply the first two lines of the verse. So the A, D major 7th, B minor 7, E7, A, repeated. And then the vocal comes back in again on Sharing Our Love Under Stormy Skies. So the instrumental break, but what I'll do for you now is to demonstrate the instrumental break playing just the melody of the verse, and I shall do it like this, my new toy. Please nobody yell Judas, because I won't hear you, and I don't care. But it's my lovely new Risa electro tenor ukulele, which was a combined Christmas and birthday present from somebody who is sitting not a million miles away. Okay, now we're going to try to find this melody line. If you want to, if you need a low G, if you're going to do it down here, and even then it's difficult. You get to just have a look. That's the kind of place we're going. We're going strong. Yeah. The neck is slightly narrower than I'm used to, but I will get used to it. So we're getting. Can't quite get down to the lowest note. So what are we going to do? We're going to do it an octave higher. Right. Okay. Find the 12th fret. If you've got a soprano ukulele, the 12th fret is as high as you can go. So unfortunately, if you've got a soprano uke, you won't be able to do this. So you'll have to get your kazoo out, won't you?
Unless you've got a long neck soprano.
See, we're showing our new toys today.
This isn't new, but
it's new, but
it doesn't come out very often.
It's a mainland redwood long neck soprano ukulele in the pineapple shape, and it is a thing of great beauty, and it also sounds like a thing of great beauty.
Not when I play it, but it can do.
You can do it. Such a sweet, lovely tone. So you could actually do this if you've got a long neck soprano or a concert. You can just about stretch it with a concert. You probably need to, yeah. So let's look at this melody. If you bar the first two strings at the 12th fret, then you're going to need the 14th fret on the E string. So it's, and then you're playing the first string, the A string, at the 12th fret. So, and then we're taking that figure down here, down to the 7th fret, but we need the 9th fret, 9, 7 on the E string, and then 7 on the A string. So we're getting do that again. And then we're going that again. And then fortunately we've got an open E string to follow that. And then the second time round. So there's the instrumental break if you want to do it just a melody. Do that again all the way through. So there you go. That's the, just repeat that and finish on an A note at the end instead of a C sharp. So A string open instead of A string fretted at 4. And that is the instrumental break. That's the basic instrumental break. If you want to improvise on that melody, then use your improvising skills. If you want to go back and listen to Neil Sedaka's recording in F and see what the sax break does there, and go on from there. But give your creative juices free rein. Right, I think I've gone on far too long.
Yeah.
When you get to the end of that, if you do the instrumental break, you repeat the chorus probably twice. On the record, it's a fade-out ending, but fade-out endings are very difficult to do live, so we'd finish on the... I love the rainy days and the happy way I feel inside, and finish on an A. Okay, right, sorry.
Any excuse.
I'm enjoying myself far too much. Right, that's all. That's the tutorial. Sorry it's gone on for so long, but it's a great song and you can have a lot of fun with it. And if anybody wants to have a look at the song sheet, and we'll be doing a play-along version in a few days' time. We'll also be doing our comic song on Friday, our Friday Foolishness. Oh yes, I just remember what it is. Okay, but that's all from us for today. So until we meet again, you know what to do. Stay safe, take care of each other, and be kind to yourself. So it's goodbye from my lovely Pam.
Bye.
And bye from me, and we'll see you soon. Take care.